So I just picked up this 2013 Chevy Volt, a little higher mileage, got a good deal on it because it keeps throwing this service high voltage charging system code. And the most common issue from what I can tell online, and this is my very first time messing with one of these cars, so I've been, DIYing it as I go, but this tank here is for your battery coolant. You gotta make sure that it's absolutely full all the way to the top of this black sticker, and as you can see, mine is, and it's still doing it. And if you are wondering how to fill this and you can't get this cap off because they've got this anti-tamper thing for some stupid reason, you can just literally peel that back and get right there at it. Comes on and off, no problem to fill this up if that's the issue that you're having. But if that doesn't solve your problem, your next most likely thing is your coolant temperature sensor. This is the old one I've got out, but I'm making this video to show you how to get it out. It's a kind of a cool setup because you don't lose any coolant. It reads through a magnetic float inside the tank, which could also be stuck, so maybe stick a screwdriver in there and just make sure that it's floating the way it's supposed to be. But if that's not the case, this can come out and you don't need to drain your coolant or anything like that. But getting this out is a little bit of a pain, and I couldn't find a good video online about it. So I am gonna kind of show you guys a little bit better on how to get this thing out. Now this is my new sensor. It was like 22 bucks from Rock Auto. My parts store didn't have it, couldn't get it for some reason, so I had to order this online. Not too expensive though. If you're gonna throw parts at a car, this is a cheap one to do to try to solve a problem. All right, and this is the bottom of the tank. That little C-clip area is where that sensor slides in and out of. I didn't get any video taking it out, but you can kind of see it as it goes back in here. It is a bit of a pain to get in and out. Obviously, it's got a hold in there snug so it doesn't fall out going down the road. So when you're trying to pry it out of there, it feels like something else might be holding it in. That's not the case. It really is just that snug to get in and out. And of course, my phone fell as soon as I got it clipped in there, but there it is, and you can kind of see it. You just push it out towards the radiator, push it back in towards the engine. That little nubby part faces towards the radiator. So sorry my phone fell when it was going down there, but that at least gives you what it looks like on the outside. Also, here's a little picture of that tank outside the car, so you can see. Just make sure that this little knobby clip is facing towards the radiator when you slide that in, and it slides in from the radiator going back towards the engine and slides out coming from the engine towards the radiator. So yeah, you throw that in there like that, plug it back in, and hopefully this solves our problem. All right, so I've cleared the codes and it currently does not show me any issues or DTCs. So hopefully that fixed the problem. It's been intermittent, so I cannot say for absolute certain in this moment, but I'm hoping that did the trick. And there you have it. Hopefully if you're having these issues with your Chevy Volt, this can help fix that without expensive dealership repairs.